Right guys, welcome back to a new video. Now today, over the last few games, we've been looking at Champions League football. But today we're going to be ranking the only 8 remaining football clubs in the Champions League stadiums from best to worst. There are going to be some haters today, aren't there?
Absolutely, and thogden is loving it. He's got the Bayern Munich top on. And you know what, it's Champions League, so I'd like 12,000 likes, please.
You want 12,000 likes?
Yeah.
Champions League is the most prestigious competition in the world. You want 12,000 likes?
Okay, 16,000.
16,000 likes, smash it. Hey, listen, Dad. We've got thogden in the Bayern shirt. It's only right we start with Bayern Munich, shall we?
Let's do that. The Allianz Arena, 75,000 capacity. And I love those inflatable plastic panels that change colour. I mean, this is a beautiful stadium, isn't it, Theo?
It's beautiful until you crash on the motorway by the stadium. Dad, the lights change round and all of a sudden you're whipping in your car saying, oh, get the cameras out. You get old Sonny Jim Bob in the back seat. Be like, take a photo, You've crashed.
I know you're joking, but this really happened. And the old bill, because of the number of car crashes, said you can't change the colours during the game.
I didn't even know that.
It's true. And also, Theo, another thogden fact, the Ultras complained at first because they weren't allowed to bring in megaphones and big banners.
Because of all that, I'm a hater of Bayern Stadium.
Oh, come on.
I put it in 6th place.
No. Theo, it's a thing of absolute architectural beauty.
Oh, come off it, thogden.
First or second? I mean, Jeremy Beadle, is he about? Honestly, Theo. We're not getting out of Bayern Munich alive next time. You know what? 2nd place.
No. Where's Beadle? Where's Beadle? You're right. Where is Beadle? You put it in 2nd, Dad.
Yeah. You know who agrees? thogden.
Has thogden given you a few whiskey shots? You know the walk from the station to the stadium is 2 kilometres.
Get a bloody Uber, Theo.
You can't get bloody Uber in Germany. It's on motorways. It's inconvenient.
And we're staying in Germany for Borussia Dortmund, the Signal Iduna Park, 81,000 capacity.
Okay.
Theo, I hope you're going to be nice because they've got the yellow wall, all standing, the largest terrace in Europe, 25,000 people in yellow cheering on their team. It's got to be first place.
I don't know where you've got them, but they should be 7th or 8th because I'm not joking, because Borussia Dortmund Stadium it's inconvenient.
Theo, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Bayern Munich midfielder, he was asked when he came to the ground, are you scared of the Dortmund manager? Are you scared of the Dortmund players? He said, no, I'm scared of the yellow wall.
I may have been pranking you, thogden. I put Borussia Dortmund in 1st place.
No way.
Yes.
Out of all the stadiums in Europe?
Yes, I've put Dortmund first because we've been there. We've seen the atmosphere live in a Champions League night against PSG in the Bundesliga versus Leipzig. The yellow wall is special.
I've been there and I had a smile on my boat race all the way through. I drank me beer, I had me snack. I love the yellow wall. 1st place, I agree.
Wow, we agree. I think I just have to show you. Oh, Corona.
I think thogden's gone off for a slash, so it's time to talk about Chelsea. Stamford Bridge, capacity 41,000, built by my favourite architect, Archibald Leach. And originally, Theo, 100,000 capacity. What do you think of Stamford Bridge, Theo?
I think Stamford Bridge is a funny old ground because it's one of the most old-fashioned stadiums in this video we're talking about. It needs a bit of work, probably a bit of modernising. You know, there are some restricted views. There are some places in the stadium where the seats are tiny and there's not much space to feel your legs. But the fans are near the pitch. The atmosphere is quality.
Yes.
And that's what football's all about at the end of the day. What do you reckon?
Well, I reckon it's time for another thogden fact.
No.
1984, Theo, the owner was Ken Bates, and there was loads of hooliganism. And you know what he decided?
What?
He had a dairy farm, right, with cattle. He decided to build an electric fence all the way around the pitch. No, but the council's like, no, seriously, the council's like, you can't switch it on.
I've never heard that in my life.
True story. It's a thogden fact.
Comes out with some incredible facts sometimes.
I know. Roman Abramovich wants to expand it to 60,000, so it's a work in progress in some ways. 7th place.
You've put Chelsea 2nd bottom.
Yes.
You've put Stamford Bridge 2nd. Dad, they should be in the top 3 alone because of the atmosphere. Forget the seating and the old-fashioned ground. The fans are near the pitch. They should be high up for that.
Go on, you've not put them high up, surely.
I've put them in 3rd place.
Out of those 8 grounds, 3rd place.
Dad, because football isn't about sitting down with your popcorn and clapping. It's about getting into the fans. It's about being near the other, the atmosphere, singing along, backing the players. And that's what football's about.
Has Jeremy Beadle taken up residency in this apartment?
Dad, you're a mug for putting him in 7th.
7th place, Theo, all day long.
Oh, come off
You've lost your mind.
Now.
Is that knock on the head?
Comment down below, thogden is a mug, because Chelsea deserve top 3. I've put them in 3rd place. And yes, it probably needs a bit of work, but the atmosphere's there.
And now for Anfield, capacity 53,000. In 1884, this ground was built for a famous Liverpool club called Everton.
No.
Yes,
you're
seriously.
lying. This was built for Everton.
It was, and then Everton had a bit of a disagreement. They went down the road, and Liverpool was formed.
Wow, that is basically a Thogden fact, but it wasn't a Thogden fact.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It is, you know, an old-fashioned ground. It's been around for a while. It's had some incredible, you know, historic nights there in the Champions League, the Premier League more recently. I think Liverpool deserve a mid-table finish in this 8-club suggestion.
Ooh.
I'm putting them in about 4th place.
Wow, Theo, but when You'll Never Walk Alone is sung on the European night, that's special, isn't it? The atmosphere is incredible.
Right, but then sometimes it can go a little bit quiet after the You'll Never Walk Alone for the rest of the game.
Wow, I can't believe you said that. 4th place. So because it
after all this waffle, you've just agreed with me.
Because it can do with some modernisation. It's a brilliant stadium. I love going there. Great atmosphere. 4th place.
It gets top 4 for iconic.
Yes.
But in terms of how much it needs work, it could be higher.
Now for Manchester City, the Etihad Stadium, 55,000 capacity. Now I remember when Man City played at Main Road. Now that was a proper ground.
Yeah.
But in 2002, the Commonwealth Games Stadium was built, and a year later, it went to Man City. And who scored the first goal at that stadium?
The
ex-Bolton player.
Scorer was
Nicholas Anelka.
Nicky Hunt. What?
It wasn't Nicky Hunt. What do you think of this ground? Player. What do you think of this ground?
I think this ground is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it's modern compared to the other English clubs we've spoken about, the likes of Chelsea and Liverpool. It's got a really cool design around the ground with the spiral walkways.
Yes.
Okay, sometimes it can be a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
But in terms of the setup and the way they built it, I think it's a brilliant improvement on Main Road. And I think City deserve a very high 2nd position.
Oh, come on.
What?
The council house in 2nd. This is embarrassing. They're supposed to know about football.
You just called the Etihad the council house.
It's owned by the City of Manchester bloody council.
Thogden, it's a really well-made stadium.
Oh, Theo, it's modernistic and there's good things.
Oh, come off it.
It's in Eastland. It's in a bloody wasteland.
Yep, okay, so what? You're marking it down because it was in a wasteland. I mean, it's rejuvenated an area.
I'll tell you why I'm marking it down, because once I went over to that ground, I played on the training pitch, I broke my foot. I played on a broken foot for 85 minutes there. I'm not even joking. The minute the final whistle went...
You played at the academy ground next to it. It wasn't even the main stadium.
And I've never forgotten. I can still feel it.
So what? You've marked it down because of that?
5th.
For City? You're a mug!
2nd place out of all these brilliant stadiums.
Oh, come on.
That is a nonsense.
They deserve it. The Etihad is brilliant.
And now for Paris Saint-Germain, the Parc des Princes, or as we say up north, the Parc des Princes, 48,000 capacity, built in the 1970s. What do you think of this place, Theo?
Dad, it's got its positives.
Yeah.
PSG Ultra stand.
Yeah.
It's quite near the centre. Yeah, sort of. It's not a bad stadium.
Yeah.
But it could improve on one thing. There's a huge gap between the north and the south stand and the pitch. And you know when I see that gap, it makes me angry. Because that separates the fans from the players. Yeah. And that is losing the love of football. I have simply marked it down for that reason alone. PSG, you're going in 7th place.
Oh my goodness, don't get him angry. You won't like him when he's angry. But Theo, there's great acoustics at the ground, apparently.
What are these northern phrases you're using?
That's a technical phrase. No, Theo, do you know what? I'm just going to agree with you, because in terms of French grounds, it's nothing like the velodrome of Olympic Marseille.
Oh, wow.
And to be quite honest, you know, with the Qatari owners in there, why don't they build a better, more modern, more brilliant stadium?
Put the fans next to the players.
Yes.
Yeah.
8th place. Now for the Estadio de Dragao, 50,000 capacity, FC Porto.
Can I hold you there? The name alone, it's scary. Dragao. It's like dragon. I think it means dragon. I'm kind of guessing here.
Yeah.
That's already scary. I'm already intimidated. But keep going.
All I can say, Theo, I've played at the most famous stadium in Porto.
What?
Well, Theo, it's the Porto Lawn Tennis and Cricket Club, of course. 25 runs, couple of wickets.
You're a mug, Dad.
But really, this stadium, it's modern. It's a good stadium. You know what I love about it? This is going to sound really crap. The ceramic tiles. Now, if you go to Spain and Portugal...
No. As Goldbridge would say, you're a prat. You're seriously taking into account that?
21,000 square metres of ceramic tiles, and they're lovely, Theo.
That's it.
And Theo, I just love Portugal. I love the Super Bock. I love the port. I love the wine. I love the people. You know, I'm just going to put this really high there.
Why are you laughing? You're not going to put it high. You're looking over like you're lying. Where have you actually put it?
First of all, I'm going to give you a Thogdad fact.
Okay.
The first game on this ground was against FC Barcelona, and a young 16-year-old played his debut, Lionel Messi.
Really?
And for that reason alone, okay, a moderate 6th place.
You put them in 6th after complimenting them non-stop.
I know.
Dad, you look like a prat. As Goldbridge would say. Hey, listen, I've got Porto in 5th, so I somewhat agree with you. I just get scared when the fans, you walk in there, first name is Estadio de Dragao, you're like, oh my god, that's a bit scary, you know? And then suddenly you walk in, the home fans are like, Porto, Porto. And you're suddenly like, you're an away team going there. Okay, usually there's no fans there right now, but when there are fans, you're already shitting yourself. You're thinking, these fans are going to beat me up if I come out with a win. It's a great stadium for atmosphere, and it may not be the best out of the list we're talking about here, but it gets 5th place for the passion alone.
Have you been drinking this morning?
Oh, well, I've got a call.
And finally, the amazing Santiago Bernabau, 81,000 capacity Real Madrid stadium.
It's not been finished. It's not been finished.
Oh my God, is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. This is awkward. But Theo, it's a brilliant stadium.
What are we ranking? The academy ground that they're playing in at the moment?
Yeah, I know.
Or the ground that has been in the works?
Theo, it's called a renovation. We can look back at what they've done and give it a ranking. What do you think of the Bernabeu?
Dad, we don't know what to think of it. It's not been done. It's behind closed doors. We haven't seen the final product. How can you rank it?
I'll tell you what, Theo. From the outside, I think the Bernabeu is bloody ugly. It's got this industrial, utilitarian feel, which I think is pretty awful. And from the inside, it's almost too high. That might sound a bit stupid, but at one point they had problems because it was so high that it was in shadow in the winter, and the pitch got wrecked.
But Dad, you've already put your 8th place. Where did you put it?
Well, do you know, despite everything, 81,000 people, what an atmosphere. It's one of the great stadiums of Europe. 3rd place.
You said 3rd.
I said 3rd.
You meant 3rd?
I meant 3rd.
Right.
He's crying.
Thanks for watching this video.
Bye guys. He's walking off.
You're no longer my dad.
Thogden is walking off. He's disowning me. I don't know what's just happened here.
Why should I continue this video if you're putting an unfinished Santiago Bernabau in 3rd?
Well, Theo, if you're not going to finish the video, I'll get Thogberry to finish it.
I put Real Madrid 8th because I haven't seen the final product.
Theo, that is, honestly, that is insulting to every Spanish person.
That's just because you're wearing a creamy white doesn't mean you have to wear Real Madrid. I mean, shout out to Cam Kirkham, by the way. Comment down below your favourite and least favourite stadium in the comments below. That's the main thing we want to hear. Your best and worst ground. We've had a bit of banter today. You know, at one point, maybe in a few years, we'll have been to all these stadiums and we can have a serious discussion over the positives and negatives of each ground. This was a bit of banter. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe. We're trying to one day get to 600,000. So click that subscribe button, be part of the team, and like the video for 16k likes.
Absolutely, and I'll see you soon.
Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Good.
Lovely.